Hi everyone, Trishna here. I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a Celtic cross using tarot cards to look into the collective energy of the week of November 8th through the 14th, even though today is November 10th. So let's get into it. And we'll see what intuitive messages I get while I shuffle the cards for the week of November 8th to, I keep forgetting the dates, November 8th to the 14th. How is the week gonna go for the collective? I feel like this is gonna be a good week. Feeling some positive energy. As I say that, we get the Lover's card that comes out. It's gonna be a good week. I feel like there might be a few little stresses here and there, but ultimately we're gonna be getting things done. The little stressors are truly gonna be little stressors. Nothing too major, nothing too big. Just little annoyances that we have. Maybe somebody at work says something that's annoying or bothers us, but it shouldn't be something said by someone that really has any impact on how things go for us. Or if they do have an impact on our lives, like if they are a boss, whatever they're saying isn't going to be a super big deal. So shouldn't be anything to be concerned about. But aside from that, I feel like it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a little more relaxed. It's going to be just the right amount of busy. Not too crazy, not too boring. I feel like we're starting to settle down energetically, starting to calm down, starting to feel good again. For those of you interested in finding a partner or love, just getting something for you guys. This week might be a little bit frustrating in that arena. You may not be getting the communication that you want from the other person. They may not be responding as much. They may be slower to respond. They may not say the right things. Just little frustrations. Things that you may consider deal breakers, not because they are deal breakers, but just because maybe you don't want to put up with that. Maybe you feel like it's so early in the relationship that, like, if it's already going at this pace, do I really have the patience for that? I think that's a fine call to make if that's what you feel called to do. I feel like however they're treating you is a good indicator of how a lot of the first few months of the relationship are going to go, and maybe the entirety of the relationship. So if you want to step away from that, I think it's worth it. I feel like those of you with some health issues are having a good week. Your health issues aren't really coming up as much, not being as aggravated, not inflaming as much. I think you are in better spirits about your health. I feel there may be someone that's a friend or a family member, possibly someone that's younger than you that's coming around this week, needing your help. It might feel a little bit annoying because it's like maybe they always come to you for help, or maybe what they're asking for your help on just doesn't seem like something you'd want to help them with. Like maybe they're making a stupid mistake and it's something that you've warned them about before or tried to guide them away from, but they did it anyways, and now they need your help to get out of it. And it's just kind of a little bit annoying, a little bit frustrating. I feel like you will help them. I feel like they can play on your heartstrings a little bit. So, little stressors, but overall, really nothing particularly major. Overall, I feel the energy is healthy, calm, settling down, in a really good place this week. see. We still need 4 cards. I am getting something around video games, so that may apply to some or just a few of you. You may be getting back into video games. You may be playing a video game, maybe with a partner who likes to play video games and getting into it for a little bit. You may be around video games. Oh, that's a good card. You may be around people who are talking a lot about video games because they want to buy something new and they're all excited about it. 2 more cards. I feel like in your life you're starting to feel a lot more in control, or you're like starting to feel that way. Some of you may already feel that way. Some of you are just starting to feel like you're starting to get a handle on your life, starting to feel more in control of things, starting to feel a bit more organized or better at whatever your career choice is. I feel like if that's how you feel, you're on the right track. That's how you should feel. You are getting a better handle on things. Things are working out for you. You may have needed to be patient. I feel like the time for being patient is coming to an end soon, very soon. Maybe the end of this week. Maybe there are certain results that you're wanting, certain outcomes, and I feel like they're gonna come around. They're gonna start showing themselves, or they might be a complete manifestation for you, not even just the first step, but the complete step. So that's very exciting. Okay. So we have all of our cards. The first card that we have here is the Lover's card. So we are in a really good place. I feel like we may be in a more spiritual place at this point in time, maybe looking to the heavens more, trying to ask the heavens for some guidance or trying to get some answers from the divine, from the spirit, really trusting in the cosmos a little bit more than we normally do, maybe being a little bit more connected to that. And maybe getting better responses, maybe actually hearing back for the first time for some of us. I think really being vulnerable and open with this aspect of ourselves, sometimes it can feel really strange to become spiritual because we can feel foolish because it's something that we don't always see. It's not very tangible. And if we're someone that needs to see something to believe something, and we're just now getting into spirituality, it can feel strange, uncomfortable, vulnerable. We can feel stupid while we're doing it and hoping that nobody is around that can hear us or anything like that. But I feel like this is a time when we're starting to open up to that a little bit more. What's crossing it is the 3 of Wands. Let me show the cards. Lovers, 3 of Wands. Sorry. Hear people moving about. So what's crossing it is the 3 of Wands. We may have spent a lot of time looking out into the future, trying to figure out what to do, what's next, coming up with our plans. And when we look out into the future, we don't really see much. We don't know what a tangible path forward really looks like for us. And we may have started to get lost in that space. And so we've been looking to the guidance to see if there's any other answers that we can glean, any kind of help that we can get from a different realm that can help us here in the physical. And I feel like it is helping, but it is coming from this place of lack, not knowing what to do next. And so I feel like the guidance here is definitely commune with spirit. If that's what you feel called to do, definitely look for other guidance, because there is other guidance in other realms that we can pull into this one. But come to it with a place of wholeness, and I think you'll get some even more solid answers. I feel like you are getting answers already, some paths forward, some steps forward, but maybe it's not always clear. Maybe the steps don't seem like they're in order or they don't really fit together. And so if you come to it with a place of wholeness, I feel like you will get more definition, more details around it, and you'll start to see how all of the pieces are actually going to be fitting together. So So the foundation of this reading is the Seven of Pentacles. It's having been working hard, not really sure what the next step is, not really sure where to go, looking at the seeds that we have planted, not wondering if they'll grow, but wondering how to make them grow. What else is needed? I feel not much else is needed. I feel it's really just a matter of trusting, patience, and not watching a watch pot never boils. Not watching so closely. And any guidance that you do need is going to come to you if you kind of let go a little bit. So what lessons do we need to bring with us? We have the Ace of Swords. You know what to do. You have clarity. Right now that clarity seems like it's clouded. You feel like you're in a haze of confusion, and that's because you're in a mode of not trusting. When we don't trust, if we don't trust another person, what kind of energy does that put us in? How do we start to see them? We see them as someone that we can't always grasp or know what they're going to do. They seem unpredictable. We feel like we're in confusion. Because even if we're clear on what the other person is like, we don't really know how to handle it. We don't trust them. There's some form of confusion. So you actually have all the answers. But right now you are overthinking things. So just trust that you have the answers, that you know what to do, because you do. The crowning energy here is the High Priestess. And it's really nice how all these cards are fitting together. Because the High Priestess is someone with deep inner wisdom, deep inner knowledge, sacred knowledge, who is a scholar of sorts, who has a lot of wisdom. Maybe this wisdom that you have, where you know the answer, maybe it just feels really intangible right now. It's like, yeah, I have all this wisdom, but like, how do I turn it into action? I have all this wisdom and great, it's like up here, it's guidance from the divine, but how do I make it something that is actionable? How do I make it something that I can relate to? It's just this stuff up here that doesn't really directly apply down here. So it's kind of the crowning energy. But remember, the lesson is that you do know what you're doing. You just have to relax. Just relax a little bit. So what is around the corner? Eight of Swords. I think you're going to come to the realization that a lot of the confusion that you have, or a lot of the questions that you have around how to figure things out, that you're the one keeping yourself from it. That's going to be the lesson of this week for you, the realization that you come to. So what's around the corner is not more confusion. What's around the corner is coming to that realization that you are the one that may be confusing yourself. You may be the one putting the cart before the horse. You may be the one that's not able to like sit with the energy and trust. If you're going to go ahead and reach out to the divine for answers, you got to trust that whatever it's giving you through the High Priestess, even if it doesn't feel tangible, you got to trust too that whatever guidance you are getting is what you need in that moment. And even if logically you can't understand why or how it makes sense, do understand that reaching out to the divine is reaching out to a realm that you can't see, but you feel is there. So when you get guidance from it, sometimes you're getting guidance that doesn't make sense in this realm, but it's just like the nature of where you're getting it from. It's working, it's there, it's present, you just can't always see how. So the guidance that you're getting may be healing you on deeper levels, maybe activating you on deeper levels, maybe moving your energy around on deeper levels that are going to open you up and allow you to relax. And when you do that, that's when you're going to realize you have been trapping yourself all along. And when you realize that, it's going to open you up to be able to free yourself. So some other energies. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. If you've been stuck, the wheels are about to turn. Clarity is on the other side, but even more so, success is on the other side. It's going to be interesting because you've been confused about how to bring about your success. When the wheel turns this week, you're going to have the success. So all this how that you've been trying to figure out doesn't even matter, because the universe is going to take care of it for you. You don't need to know the how. That's why you don't know the how. That's why you're confused. Chill on the how. You don't need to know it because the universe is doing it for you. So when this wheel turns, you're just going to have it and be like, oh, great, thanks. I still don't know how, but I guess I didn't need to. And now I can move on and enjoy and reap the benefits of the success. Then we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like this is saying that you have made the right choice. Whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been planting, whatever you've been envisioning for yourself that you can't quite see fully, it feels vague, something you just can't grasp onto. Whatever it is, you are making the right choice. If you took a leap, you made the right choice. If you're moving in a particular direction, you made the right choice. If you've been having goals that you're working towards, you've made the right choice. Now, if you're thinking, well, I have a few goals and I've been working through all of them, which one's the right choice? All of them, or at least most of them. And it's going to surprise you. It's going to be really nice. The next card we have is the Knight of Wands. Someone may be coming into your life to help you out. It may be somebody actually that's already in your life. I feel like it's probably someone that's already in your life. They're going to come in and they're going to help you out. Now, help could be they actually help you with something. Help could be they teach you something. Help could be you're just talking to them and they say something that, ooh, I needed to hear that. Help could be you're talking through whatever you're talking through with them and they say something and have guidance for you that really applies to you. And this person could not know very much about what you're doing at all. They may have no expertise in the area, but this person, though they may be the unexpected person, I feel is going to help you somehow this week. It's going to change your mindset. It's going to help free you as well from this Eight of Swords. From this confusion you've been involved in. They're going to help you in some way. And the Eight of Wands. I feel like this represents a lot of really fast movement, a lot of things working out for you faster than you expected, so fast that you almost can't comprehend. More confusion, but this time it's cool. So fast that you don't know how it happened. And it may boggle your mind because you're like, okay, this is great, but like, what happened? How did that happen? I don't feel like you're going to want to know how to recreate it. I think it's just going to come in so fast. It's going to be overwhelming, but in a positive way. It's like a lot of success that comes and all of a sudden now it's like, oh, I have to deliver, or oh, I have to handle this, or oh, I have to like come to terms with this amazingness. So it's going to be positive, but it's going to be a lot. And so you're not even going to have a moment to think about like, well, how did I do this so I can repeat it again? You're just going to be like, wow, this is amazing. Let me come to terms with this. Let me just actually enjoy this because it's a lot to enjoy. Yeah. Whatever you have been waiting on, it's coming to fruition. That is super, super exciting. That's a great read. I love it. All right, well, that concludes the weekly reading for November 8th through November 14th. I hope that it served you, and I will see you in my next video.